Everybody, how are you doing today? It's time for Stump Your Pride. So I just want to say I'm a bit opinionated, but I'm always maximum with my results. So it's really important to let your kids know that no matter what happens in the innings, what happens in the games, the World Series, the minors, the majors, you want to come back to being a good dad or a good mom or a good sister or someone that supports someone, because not everyone is going to be on your team. And even when kids are on your team, you're changing the world when you make extra breakfast. When you come and make sure that your son has Gatorade, you get Gatorade for the whole team. You don't just get Gatorade for yourself. You get Gatorade for every kid that's out there. Because not every kid might ever have a Gatorade in his life at the game. You know what I mean? And it's not about even being like, oh, I got the Gatorade at the game. And it might start as that, but then it will turn into something that's more humble. And it turns into a control. So a control is when there's no loss, right? So this number 55, I saw this number 55 in my life for many reasons. One reason was never talked about. It was about me being able to communicate with the process of law. And I was arrested and I was given a height that I was 5'5". I'm not 5'5", but someone in the world might be 5'5", or half the battle, you know what I mean? And in that case, when I was arrested, I was found not guilty against assault and battery and resisting arrest. But that's a serious charge because, the police need to realize one charge, it's not just one charge. That changes the whole nation. That changes the whole world. The arrest that I survived changed the world. Whether you decide about changing the world or don't decide, Eugene was not even at his bachelor's degree yet, or his master's degree yet, or his associate's degree yet. And, he was in the middle of everything. And I don't think that's something we think about when we're going to school, is being in the middle. What about the kids that aren't going to go to college after being sought out and signaled with pain? And, this comes to the conversation about being a visitor, having an inning, and being at home. What's at home to you? I mean, I have a passion to make sure that baseball fields do not have alcohol in them. I don't want to see alcohol at our games. I don't want to see alcohol in your closet. I don't want to see alcohol around my sons or daughters ever. Why? Because my university that I formerly was associated with makes wine and they make alcohol and they are drunk on campus. And, I did cleanups after Pride last year. I found bags of cocaine. I found knives. I found student IDs. I don't need to know that I'm a good person to keep my world in check. Keep your world in check, you know what I mean? And it's not about anything other than being a good person. Go to a nursery and feed the birds for the day. Go to somewhere where you bullied and alienated someone for being less than 500 and give them a sign that life does exist. We live in Earth, but what are you in Mars? What are you in Saturn? What are you in Jupiter? You're nothing, right? There's gas in the air and you're nothing. So this is a bit of coaching, because the ground of the soil, right, is to signal that you're already dead.